Ladies and gentlemen, I am Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of SpeakerFocus.com, here with co-founder Auston Troyer and the staff at Speaker Focus. We are definitely ready, willing, and able to tackle all questions on the Q&A platform. Let's get into it. I already see a hand up. Got Sean Crane. Let's go ahead and jump into the Q&A.
What's up, my man? Can you hear me?
Sean, what's going on? Yeah, I'm good, boss. How are you?
Yeah, I just saw you waiting for everyone to jump on, so I just raised my hand to say hi. But man, things are good. Working through module 3 right now, almost done with that. I sent out my author bio, and I'm gonna start getting my signature programs done by someone on Fiverr to get the infographics done and everything.
You talking about for the speaker info kit, right?
Yeah. So that's why I sent you. You already approved my author bio. I mean, I'm sorry, my speaker bio.
Speaker bio. Yeah, I got your other one today. I responded to it and said I got it. That was the and that version is going to be used for what?
So that's my speaker bio. I was gonna pretty much like copy what your at the end of module 1. You know how you have the speaker info kit and the one that's the bio.
Yes, sir.
With a picture of you. Maybe. So that's what I was going to have the person on Fiverr make, and then start having them make each of my signature programs with the headings like authentic-based leadership, habit-based leadership,
Right.
and the other two, I can't even think of the names of them. But so is that pretty good as far as where I'm at and finishing module 3? Is there anything else right now I should be focusing on?
Yes, and remember, you are a higher level entrepreneur. So, I wouldn't suggest skipping over anything, but module 3 doesn't offer you where you are in your career a lot of value because you're already set up as an LLC. You're already operating a successful business. And, once you get in compliance with the local Secretary of State, you got your tax ID, you got your banking and your credit card set up, which you already do. Then we got to move on to module number 4. Remember, we got to get you to module 5. Now, while you're waiting on the graphic designer, and I always say this to people that's at the stage that you are on the coaching platform, while you are waiting for the graphic designer to finish your speaker info kit or turn in the first draft of it, and definitely as it progresses, send it over to me so I can say, hey, I like that, Sean. I like the colors. I like the direction you're going in. That's the reason why, as you can see, why we had to finish the signature program first, because if you don't do that, then you got nothing to give the graphic designer. You got no text to send them for your signature programs or the bio for that matter. Now, also, going into laying out everything for your website. As you start, developing that, hey, here's a link. I added the updates in there. I went over the checklist that you sent me for the website and the speaker info kit. Definitely start focusing on putting some time into your speaker demo. Just the version that you got to send me for right now, just so I can see that you have command over your signature programs. You could do that with a t-shirt and some jeans sitting on the couch. I'm not concerned about the background when you send me the first version. I just want to know that your delivery is strong, because if it's not, then I can give you some feedback on how to improve on that. Even though I know that you understand your messaging, I just want to be able to make sure that we're not missing anything. So while you're waiting on, while all of that is in the developmental stage, remember, Sean, module 4 is just posting value videos to the conference coordinator and building relationships. Just integrate through your social media. Hey, conference coordinators, this is Sean Crane, and one of my signature programs is boom. And then, hey, look, I know you're in the top 5 when it comes to stress. I dealt with a massive amount of stress at this point in my life, and then let them know that you got some tips that can help them reduce their level of stress, that can help them perform better personally and professionally. That's all you're doing in module 4. Module 5, we should be binge watching that like it's a Netflix series, because that's where we teach you how to get the money. Module 6 doesn't even have a video. All you're doing is downloading the documents, all the marketing outreach templates which I'm going to make sure that you have when you get to that point, and I'm going to point you in the right direction to make sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. So right now you got great pace in the coaching program. You're going at it, and listen, there's no excuse for any of you, because Sean runs a successful one-on-one coaching program, and he's a family man, and he just released a book, right? I like the pace that you're going at. You're not skipping over anything. Just keep the connection going back and forth, and keep sending me over all your information, and we will get you to module 5. And then Austin will teach you how to do the free organic outreach to start attracting these conference coordinators with predictability and consistency is the name of the game. But once you got all your sales tools done, it's going to be easy for the conference coordinator to say, okay, we see the value in Sean Crane and his messaging, and that's the reason why we're taking you through everything we're going through right now. It's going to be all worth it when that sales funnel gets up and running and the automation kicks in, and now you're actually attracting these conference coordinators every single day. On a low side, you're talking to 1 to 5 conference coordinators every day. On a higher side, it can be even more than that. And that's really what we're shooting for right now. So you're going at a great pace and you're getting great results. So keep me informed about what's going on with your graphic designer and the changes to your website. And please, by all means, send me over some sample of your speaker video demo so I can check it out.
Okay, perfect. So a couple quick questions. Thank you for that feedback too. So
Yeah.
for the website, I'm having someone, so I'm keeping the website that I sent you, but I'm just going to have like on, the about tab, a whole new page for my speaker profile. So
Okay.
I have this infographic designer, whoever, get this stuff done. That'll really help me to create that page. And then any highlight reels and stuff I start developing. Is that a good start?
Absolutely, that's a good start. Like I said, Sean, here's the thing. Remember that you're doing this at a high level with your coaching program, and I can clearly see you're doing you're doing everything that I expected out of you, and you're doing everything that I requested of you thus far. We're taking topics from your coaching, right, and even the stuff that you wrote about in your book, and we turn those into speaker topics. As you can see, I feel the confidence in you every time I speak to you, because you're getting one step closer towards getting to the market. When I say, Sean, you're ready to go to market, that means that obviously your messaging is done with your signature programs. You are now into module 2, where you're into module 3 actually, and going into module 4, but you're in the process of getting the sales tools complete: website, speaker info kit, and you got the graphic designer on that. And then you're gonna submit me. Oh, Sean, by the way, let me know like a time frame. When do you think you'll be able to turn in your speaker video demo, just a test run of it?
Well, that's one of my questions. So just tell me what you want from me and I can get it done this week.
Okay, I just need you to sit in front of I just need you to make me a video. Talk about your mainstay. Hey, my name is Sean Crane and I teach. Give me your mainstay headline. And then you can give me an abbreviated version of all 4 of your signature programs, or you can just give me the mainstay headline and talk about what you speak about. It needs to be full of benefit language to the conference coordinator. Hey, conference coordinators, what I teach corporations and associations how to do is more benefits that you're going to learn when you take my program are, right? That's the way it should be delivered.
Okay.
Nothing but
Yeah, no, I got it. I think I can do that and summarize most of my signature programs in one delivery, because they're all intertwined in coaching I do, Kevin. So I speak about this all day.
Right.
Something tonight or tomorrow on Zoom and save it and send it to you in the email. Is that how you want it, or how would you like it?
Yeah, you know what? You could send me a Zoom link. That's great. That way we don't have any glitches of uploading anything. You can send me a link, or you can just make a video, put it on a private YouTube. You can send me a YouTube link if you like, or you can just do the video and upload it, either text it to me or email it. But yeah, Zoom link is fine. As long as when I click on it, I can open it up right away and I can start giving you some feedback. I'm gonna say things like, hey, hey Sean, you look like you were fidgeting. Or I could say, Sean, I love I love the tonality of your voice, or you were rushing at certain points. I'm going to cover all of that stuff. Again, I know that you're going you're going to be okay because, like you said before, you deliver the coaching strategies every single day. This is the reason why we love working with coaches, because they already have an ideology and curriculum. When it comes to speaking, you just got to tweak it the right way. And that's what you're learning how to do right now. So you're plowing through this curriculum just like you did when you learned how to put your coaching business together, or like you did with that book. Man, bro, you told, remember we were trying to get you on our platform. You was like, yo, man, I got to stay focused on this book right now. Like, I think the end of last year, you know, we were going back and forth. And you're not doing anything different here. You're keeping your head down and you're getting the work done. Make sure before you get to module 5, don't get into module 5 yet until you wrap up the speaker video demo. You get the graphic designer to do that speaker info kit, and you get that website popping. And then once all your sales tools are done, now you can say, okay, now I got all my downloads for my marketing outreach templates. You know, that's like a lot of editing. You send those over. I give those the once over. And then you're into module 5. Module 5 is intense, but you know, we want you to master the free organic outreach before you start spending any money on paid advertising. Auston has the paid outreach and also the free organic outreach as well. So no, you're doing great, man. You're going at a really good pace on top of everything you got going on right now. I take my hat off to you. You're very focused.
Cool. Thank you, Kevin. Last question, man, before I get off.
Yeah.
I love the part that I was about what type of speech do you want to deliver, like workshops, seminars, keynote speech. I have so much content and curriculum that I can break down into these 2-4 hour workshops. I mean, whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, time doesn't matter. I can, you know, fit it in the right time frame. So as far as like PowerPoints and stuff go like that, would you recommend that that's something I'm going to be using often in the future, or what does that look like for me?
Yes, you're definitely going to be using it often. Remember, you're one of the speakers for this espousal online South Africa speaker series that we're doing, and I'm going to have a template that I'm going to create for that. But you definitely going to have to, you know, speaking online, you definitely going to have your PowerPoint presentation or your Google Slides. It's got to be tight. It's got to be real simple, but it's got to be tight. Now, what you just said is a blessing. The fact that you have more content that you know what to do with. All you're going to do is repurpose content, break it up into an hour keynote speech, a 2-hour educational keynote, a 2 to 4 hour is going to be a workshop seminar format. Also can be delivered in a breakout or track session when you're speaking in a conference, right? Track sessions or breakout sessions are like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half tops. And it's like being in middle school, or it's like being in junior high, like back in the day where you're in a class for like 45 minutes or an hour, the bell rings, you go to another class. Or you can deliver your 4 to 8 hour programs. Those are full day programs, and it takes content for you to do that. So I'm going to teach you how to never jumble up your PowerPoint slides with a bunch of content. That's not what the slides are for. The slides are a complementary piece to your presentation, right? It should not be the star of your presentation. Your message is the star of your presentation. What you want to do is put a couple of talking points up there, and then you want to take the talking point and remember back when I taught you the art and science behind delivering a message in module 1, what you want to do is keep this messaging formula on a loop. You want to make a point, open up the point, make an example of the point, bring closure to the point, transition and pivot right into the next point. That's what I'm going to be looking for when I check out your speaker video demo. I'm going to make sure that you keep that messaging formula on a loop and that you have command over the content, which means, Sean, that just like with your coaching program, and you know what you're talking about, you said it a couple minutes ago. I know what I'm talking about. I got a massive amount of content. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, because all you're really doing is repurposing the content for an hour, 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours, 4 to 8 hours. Now, the way to do that in closing, obviously, the next question is, well, what am I going to be speaking about if I'm doing a full day program? Well, you got to be organized in the way you're going to deliver the content. Make sure you have a theme or purpose of your presentation, and then you're just going to start breaking it down in different sections. Let's say if you want somebody to, if you want to talk about fitness-based leadership, now you may break it down with a meal plan, what kind of exercise you need, and what kind of spiritual, mental, and physical shape you need to be in order to execute that. Over an 8-hour period, you can teach me a lot and really go into detail. And that's what people are really expecting when you're doing a half-day or full-day program, bro. That's what a workshop is. Roll up your sleeves and give me a lot of how-tos. The longer you speak, the more you got to teach them how to. A keynote speech goes by real fast. So you want to deliver maybe 3 to 5 points, and then you want to get out of there before you know it, it's over. You got any other questions?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I'm gonna start working on a bunch of Google slides for my my different topics, because I can make them real simple as far as on the slides, but each one's gonna allow me to expound upon it and really go into detail in a way where I'm not losing people, but it's to the point. So that's perfect. I already have all these pretty much built out. I just got to tweak them a little bit.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to use pictures. And let me just give you a mild correction. You said I think when we were in the Zoom session over the weekend, you said, hey, I'm ready to go right now. I can't wait to let you hear my speech. In keynote speeches, you can deliver that in like a speech format. But let me just share something with you, bro. The longer you have to speak, you don't want to be giving a speech for 8 hours. That's not what this is. This is a presentation. Forget about that motivational fluff stuff when you got to go over 2 hours, because you will literally wear your audience out, and you're high energy like me. What you want to do is be poised, professional, and polished. The 3 P's to success: poised, professional, and polished. That means that you want to take your time when you're doing an 8-hour presentation. You want to take your time to get into the bullet. Break it down. Give them a lot of how-tos. Bro, they should be coming up to you on every break. If you're delivering a 4 to 8 hour presentation, they need to be like, oh man, Sean, I really enjoyed the presentation. And you're doing a lot of that right now. Sean, just stay in the lane of delivering value. And that's what you do, bro. That's the main thing. Forget about delivering a speech. I want you to deliver a presentation. Do you understand?
Oh, absolutely. And you already helped me see that. Yeah, the shift from a mental standpoint is there as far as slowing it down. What are they going to take away from this engagement? How am I going to impart that value on them? So I'm in alignment with what you're saying, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely, absolutely, boss. You're doing a great job. Like I said, I love your pace right now, and you've done everything that I asked of you so far, and I expect nothing less out of you, man. Just keep leading the way, bro. Keep leading the way. We're gonna get you to module 5 so we can get you to the money. All right.
All right, Kevin. Thanks for everything.
Okay, boss. Talk to you real soon.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and Sean, and don't hesitate to send me over the rest of the stuff. Anytime you got updates or whatever, send it over to me, and I'll always give you a response and let you know that that I got it. All right.
Yeah. The only thing is, can you still hear me, Kevin?
Yeah, I hear you. Yep.
The only thing is, I just wanted feedback on I'm pretty sure the speaker bio is good, but I'm gonna have this guy start making the infographic out of it. And I just want to make sure I had your approval, because if I like his work, I'm going to start sending him over all my signature programs. That way that stuff's just taken care of.
Cool. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely, I got some emails and stuff I need to return after the group call. So I'll definitely get to it tonight, give you my feedback on it. And also, last but not least, it's always good to have different versions of your bio, like for the speaker introduction, that's like an abbreviation of your bio. You don't want like the full version of your bio. Like the long version can be on your website, and it could be like hit a little drop down thing. They say read more, but remember this: when you're giving the text to the graphic designer, you may, like me, I got I'm a little older, Sean, so my eyes aren't what they used to be. So when I'm looking at something in a Google Doc, I like it to be on a 14 for the font size, because I want to see it. I can't do editing with a 10 or 8. But when they take that and put it inside of Canva, or they put it inside of like PowerPoint or something like that, bro, the font size on that may be a 6, maybe a 7 at the most, which means that if you reduce the font size, you're going to have less room for text. So always have an abbreviated version. Don't ever be afraid to cut your bio down. And that's why you see mine in 8 separate paragraphs. And it's real simple. The reason why I do that is because I'm thinking about, and I'm a graphic designer, so I always think about how much text can fit into this box right here. And a long version of the bio is never going to fit in there. So having different versions of the bio is smart. So I'll approve that bio tonight. No problem.
Yeah, that's a good point. So when you look at it, can you take that into consideration? Because mine's really long. I need to know, like, okay, what is the stuff that I need to have on there that I
Yes,
got to send this guy?
The sizzle,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm glad you said that. You want the best elements of the bio that's going to represent you. And sometimes if you're looking at it from your own perspective, remember, and I see a lot of our students, they fall into this trap. They get married to the marketing language. Don't be afraid to get rid of stuff, bro. What you want to do is put your best foot forward, and your best information is what you want in that bio. But I'll give you some feedback on what I feel should stay in there. And then if you just want to put that on like a one sheet or something, don't worry about it. We'll be working in conjunction with the graphic designer to make sure that everything is in there that needs to be in there, that has the sizzle. So when somebody reads it like a conference coordinator, it makes them go, ooh, ah, wow. And like, damn, that's exactly what I needed. We want him. That's all this marketing language is about. We want him. And the reason why we want him is because I love the way the signature programs feel. Remember, Sean, effective communication, it should feel good and it should sound good to the conference coordinator. See, people don't think about that. This marketing language that they're reading, it needs to make them feel good on the inside. It needs to make them say, damn, he gave me all the key takeaways that I needed. He's helping my audience. He's giving me reason to put him in front of my audience because he's helping them achieve their desired outcomes and the learning objectives. Benefit language, bro. Remember, all these conference coordinators and whoever is reading your sales tools, they're all locked into the most powerful radio station in the world. And that's the radio station WIIFM. What is in it for me? And as long as you got them tuned into, as long as you're tuned into the radio station to give them the benefits of what's in it for them, you're going to be straight.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm excited, man. All your guidance to this point has been invaluable. So I'm just going to keep working on it. And I'm going to send him a little something right now. Actually, he was asking me for the content and just see what his design looks like. Make sure he's on par. Otherwise, I'll just pick someone else off Fiverr.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, look, bro. And that's the beautiful part about the first time the graphic designer sends it back over to you. You're gonna say, okay, I like them or I don't like them because it's a vibe. Like if it doesn't complement your brand or it's not going in a direction, you pick somebody else. Fiverr got hundreds of them on there, and all of them are reasonably priced, and they get the work done, and they'll turn it around for you fast, and that's what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Cool. So this week I'm going to focus on getting those slides up and everything, and I'll make sure I send that email to you as soon as possible.
No problem, boss. Hey, we just getting warmed up, man, and you're doing a great job.
Cool. Thank you, Kevin.
No problem, man. Anytime. Thanks for the kind words too. Okay, we got Leona Caffey. Okay, they must be using somebody else's account. Who is that? I saw, wait a minute. Okay, I saw Leona Caffey and I said, I hit the button. They had a question, but they must have rolled out. They must be using somebody else's account. Maybe they'll log back in with a name that I recognize because we don't have a Leona Caffey, not to my knowledge, on our coaching platform. Okay, all right. Well, anybody else have any questions that you need help with to grow your speaker business? I'll be more than happy, like always, to answer these questions. I want to everybody keep that in mind as you know, this isn't a contest to try to outdo other students on our platform, but I want you to understand something. Like, if you really keep your head down and you focus on what you need to do, you can get to module 5 relatively fast. And module 5 is where we teach you how to get the money. I think, let me see. I think we have a, okay, Jay. Okay, I was wondering if you had a chance to look my bio. Okay, Jaden, you just sent over your bio, so I would definitely take a look at it. I know you said you were working on your signature programs, but the bio, I'll probably give you a reply tonight for your bio, because I do have some homework that I need to check. So absolutely. Yep. What I want to see is those signature programs. So don't be shy to send those signature programs over, because we got to go back and forth a couple times before we get it right. So just follow the formula, send it over to me as quickly as possible, and I will definitely reply to you. Okay. Can I set it like a question to their pain points? Yes, Tia, you absolutely can set the just give me a quick second. I'm going to reply to Jay real quick. Okay, Tia. Tia asked, regarding the signature programs, can I set it like a question to their pain points? Absolutely. I want you to set it set it like a question. Hey, conference coordinators, are you feeling stressed, or are you having anxiety? Hey, my signature programs can help you deal with decreasing that level of stress or reduce your level of anxiety. You can do that through my workout programs, through my meal plan, through my fitness program. That's how it should be structured. I remember, I think it was maybe a couple of weeks ago. If it was, no, it probably was last week. I was talking to another one of our coaching students who was doing a great job on our platform. I think it was Eileen. Eileen, she used that same strategy. She phrased a lot of the marketing language like it was a question, and then her signature programs would answer the question for the conference coordinator. And she sent me a very similar question. I told her, keep doing that, keep going in the right direction, because that's the kind of value that the conference coordinator want. Is it the whole reason why we hire somebody, or because we find value in what they say, and we're getting our questions answered? Let me tell you something. I'm not paying anybody anything unless I believe in my heart of hearts that they're capable of taking me to a whole nother level, and they're going to answer my questions. We got enough fog that we're in. We got too many distractions. I want somebody to help me have less distractions. I want somebody that's going to help me. They're going to help me get off the ground after I've fallen a whole lot of times. This is the reason why all of you come to Speaker Focus. You get your questions answered on this platform. It's not a promise. It's a guarantee. I give you the facts. Does it make you feel uncomfortable sometimes? Damn right it does. Because that's a part of growth. It's part of growing. But one thing you're going to get is a straight answer from me. Tia, I hope I answered that question to you. Tia, if I answer that to your liking, could you just type in there, hey, KTR, that was cool. You're going in the right direction. And Tia, by the way, I just got your signature program today. I know we had a technical difficulty with you sending me some attachment earlier, but again, you are in one of maybe 7 people tonight that I need to address and give some feedback to. You will have some feedback by tomorrow morning for your signature programs. I saw that you beefed them up a little bit more second go round. I could see, at taking a cursory glance at your signature programs, I can clearly see that you did a better job on them, and I will get to it. Alex, talk to me.
Hey, Kevin.
Alex is from Trevor and Woody's team.
Yes, Trevor Remain. That's exactly.
What's going on, Alex? How you doing tonight?
Yeah, pretty good. Thank you so much for looking over the signature programs and Trevor's bio. Definitely put a lot of work into that. So I'm in the stage where I'm working on his website, as well as his speaker info kit, like gathering all the testimonials, like most recent, most prominent.
Yep.
So the question I have is, because Trevor's right now, he's working on the speaker reel, the demo reel.
Yes.
So is that going to be focused more on the speaker programs, or is it going to be like a collection of the speaking events and summits and conferences that he's done in the past, like most recently, to summarize that, like as
okay. That's a great question. That's a great question. Okay. Well, first of all, thanks for the kind words. And your collective team Especially you, Alex, have been doing a great job. Not that Trevor has not, but
Right.
I understand your role on the team. You
Mhm.
know, Woody has his part. He's taking care of the business part. Trevor is the actual talent, and then
Yeah.
you're taking care of infrastructure things and
Right.
making sure the details are taken care of. So I would say this: yes, yes, yes. He needs to utilize the fact that he has speaking experience. He needs to incorporate any live footage that he has into the speaker sizzle reel. But I will say this: Trevor needs to be more signature program centric in his speaker video demo. So in
Okay.
other words, like, remember, this is Alex, what's his mainstay headline again? What,
It,
what is
things like mental health strategies,
yeah,
right?
mental health strategies that do something, right?
Right.
So okay, so he needs to center it around that. Okay. The B-roll, background footage that he can utilize in his speaker video demo, of course that's going to help him out because he's written like 50 something books. Why wouldn't we want to put that in there? Like, listen, bro, his credentials absolutely are stellar, and he needs to incorporate every single thing. Look, listen, this goes for all of you listening to this right now as I'm talking to Alex. When you're doing your sales tools, there's no time to be shy. It's no time to be holding shit back like some of you are doing and try to be all humble. Forget about that. The very best of what he does and what he is about, he has worked hard to build those credentials. And I need to see that illustrated in the speaker video demo. I just need him, put it like this. We need to make it about his mental health signature programs. And in between the main thing, he needs to add that B-roll footage in there of him speaking. Am I making sense?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Definitely.
Focus on the signature programs, because if I'm a conference coordinator, that's the value that I'm looking to hire. And he is dripping with massive amount of value. Okay. It just needs to be organized in such a way. Remember, effective communication to the conference coordinator through your signature programs. It needs to feel good and it needs to sound good. It needs to make them go, ooh, ah, wow, and damn, we want him. Am I making sense?
Yes, definitely.
Illustration beats conversation, Alex. Illustration beats conversation. You need to demonstrate the very best of what Trevor is all about through his signature programs, which you guys did a great job at responding to the feedback, going back and forth, and you finally got those tight. And now you need to do an amazing job on the website. So as you're progressing with it, send me over the link. Hey, KTR, check this out, man. Look at this. Tell me what this is about. How does this feel? Because I'm not going to look at it like KTR. I'm going to look at it like the conference coordinator.
Right.
You already know what kind of detailed feedback I'm going to give you. I'm going to do the same exact thing to the website and the speaker video demo. When it's not right, we're going to get it right. All right?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, any other questions?
No, that's all I've got so far. But we're trying to get this done by by Friday, with that, to send that over to you to have a glance over.
Good. And listen, if I owe you some feedback, don't hesitate to, hey, KTR, we sent you something. I haven't heard anything back yet. Well, Alex, I already know that's how you are anyway. So
yeah, I'm pretty on it.
Alex, what? Alex was on me hard. Yo, KTR, we sent you over something. We haven't heard nothing back. That's what you got to do, bro. I get busy like everybody else, but I got your back all the way. We're in it with you for the long haul. All right.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you. Okay, let me see. Jaden is throwing a question in here. Yeah, hey, listen, if anybody, if you don't want to voice your question, you can always put it through the chat box, and I'll get to it. Okay, so let me just address. Okay, so Tia, I'll be right with you. Ramon, I'll be right with you. I see you and Tia's hand is up. So ladies are always first on our platform. So Ramon, just give me a little bit more patience, brother, and I'll be right with you. Let me see. Jaden, I just gotta check out Jaden's okay, he said it. We'll send you the 2 videos tonight and get your feedback. Use one of them as a speaker video demo or recorded something. Or to use both in tandem. I will be working on the modules also, and I will work on the signature programs by Thursday. Okay, great. Jaden, I can tell you this. Remember, you You are a great leadership speaker prior to you even coming into this program. Don't overthink the signature programs and be taking all day trying to hand them in. Remember what we're doing, you already have great curriculum and you have great material. What we're doing is just upgrading your signature programs. That's what we're doing. So don't be holding on to them for too long. Just get it out of your hands and let me mark it up and say, this is horrible. This is thin. I could tell you was up at 2:30 in the morning working on this. And it's, as you see, the first signature program is always strong. And then you start seeing the students, they get real thin as you get to the signature program number 3 and number 4. It happens every single time. Just send it over to me so I could give you some feedback and let you send it back over and improve on them and build. Okay, now, what happened to Tia? I didn't see her hand go up anymore. Tia, are you still online? I want to be able to answer your question. Okay, maybe, okay, Tia's down here. Let me see. Tia, are you still online?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, there we go. Tia's there. Okay, I saw the hand go down. Hey, Tia,
Yeah,
what's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just I'm every day. Well, not every day. Probably every other day. I keep rewriting, and I'm just, that's why I sent you the text. I'm like, okay, dang it, I haven't heard anything back yet, and I got these other things I'm thinking of. So I'm
Yeah.
still working. Still
Yeah,
working.
yeah. Don't worry about. Listen, I know what's happening with you, Tia. I know what's
Okay.
happening is that you're getting in your own way. You're trying to overthink the topics, all the
Uh-huh.
bullets and all of that. But listen, I got it today, and tonight I'm going to give you some feedback. So, what now? The first time that you sent it over to me, it was a lot of great ideas there. I could see. I mean, obviously, you know your stuff, but it was very, very thin. So when I sent you the feedback over, you did a great job at building out more. So now what I got to do is I got to get into the signature programs. I got to see where your mind is and make sure that in each category that you're delivering value that's not repeating itself.
It's
Right?
right.
That's what I noticed in your first set of signature programs. I'm like, well, as you can see, I gave you recommendations about how to separate the signature programs. So it was some real differentiation. You felt that, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so
I
now all I
did.
got to do is just go over what you turned into me, and then I'm going to help you refine them more, so you have a better sense of direction by tomorrow morning when you get the other signature programs. And then I have not seen your bio yet. I don't believe you didn't send that to me,
No,
right?
I haven't sent that over yet. I will send that to you as well.
No problem. Yeah, we got you covered, Tia. I mean, listen, this is what happens when you've been doing something at a high level. Listen, you know your stuff. I know you know your stuff prior to me even getting you on the first call. So don't second guess that part. The
Okay.
problem is with a lot of you that a lot of you have is that when you start getting into these signature programs, a lot of you suffering from some analysis of paralysis. Well, how am I going to make my signature programs look like KTRs? You're not supposed to make them look like mine. I just want you to follow the format. Too many of you are reinventing the wheel. You're taking the format out of format, right? You're taking it out of order. I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't tell you to do that. But don't worry about it, Tia, because guess what I saw you do? You follow the format and you sent back over better answers. And I know that you did because I'm like, oh, I see more information in there. So let me just go over it. Let me scratch it up again, give you some feedback. And then we just got to get the signature programs to a point where we don't have to fool around with them anymore. Remember this too, Tia.
What?
If you have to explain your bullet to me, it means that it's not written good enough. Does that make sense?
Okay, that does make a lot of sense. Yes.
If you got to explain to me what you're talking about. Okay, but this is what students do in the old one-on-one program. Well, KTR, what I meant to say in the bullet was, well, if you got to say that, it means your bullet wasn't written. I don't want you to say that. Your bullet needs to be written good enough where when I read it, I'm getting value, key takeaways. You're helping me achieve my desired outcomes and my learning objectives. In other words, Tia, you got to make me feel like you're teaching me when I read your bullet.
Yes. Okay.
That's what you are as a facilitator. You're a teacher.
Yeah.
You're an educator. You're a facilitator. That's what you are, a professional speaker. Okay.
All right. I got it. Okay.
I got you covered.
All
Any
right.
other questions here?
Nope. That was it.
Okay, cool. Be talking to you soon.
All righty.
Okay, no.
Thanks.
Okay, Ramon, talk to me, champ.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Wonderful hearing from the other speakers. I am in the process. I've already completed, at least listening to module 2, and I turned in my first assignment of the signature programs. And it reminded me when I was either in high school and college, you did something, you know, you marked up your paper, because when I opened up the email, all I saw was red. And and so I said, boy, I got to get to work on this.
Hey, Ramon, it felt like you was in the fight with a samurai warrior, huh?
Yeah, sure was.
I
said,
hacked
oh,
that thing up, bro. But it's all good now. Now, did you understand the feedback? Did I make it clear enough?
Oh yeah, sure. It made it clear enough for me. And I was telling you in our last one-on-one that when I was a member of another speaker group, I didn't get the kind of attention that I get with Speaker Focus.
Oh wow.
And never, I mean, this is by far first class 5-star type of treatment that I'm getting here. I finished 2 of my signature programs. I got 2 more to do, which will probably end up being somewhere around maybe Friday or Thursday or Friday,
right,
that I'll get it over to you so you can mark that up. Hopefully it won't be as much red.
Yeah, well, and Ramon, you know the reason why I did that, because you had some really interesting directions you were headed in with relationships, and I know that the books that you have coming out touch on the relationship part, the leadership part, and then we had I think was it a financial piece in there as well?
No financial. No.
What was the other component? You had relationships, leadership, and it was something else. It felt like. I don't know, but whatever feedback I gave you, I needed you to make it leadership centric.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's what it should be, and that's why my recommendations for the titles to your signature programs. Did that give you more? Did that give you more sense of direction? By the way.
Yeah, sure did. Absolutely
cool,
did.
Cool. Okay.
Very good sense of direction. So I have like I said, I've going to complete the other 2, the last 2, and then send them right over to you.
Yeah,
but no it gave me a good sense of direction. So I just hope that I could get this. Well, I will get it to you later on this week.
No problem. I'm sure you're gonna make me proud. Like I said, you had a lot of great ideas there. And remember, Ramon, stick to what you do, bro. You understand leadership. You understand what these corporations go through. You know, you were in corporate America. You saw the kind of dysfunction, the kind of injustice that happens with the kind of office politics, man. You understand that part. You stick to your topics, and you teach people how to build better relationships, because they sure as hell need it.
On that note, do I mention about the litigation that I just completed 2 years ago?
Are you saying you want to bring it up here, or you want to talk about that?
Do I mention it in any of my speaking or to the conference coordinators?
Well, let me share this with you, because there's a lot of lessons when you go through litigation, bro. Absolutely, that's part of your story. You were discriminated against. That's part of your story. So if you put it like this, what I would do at the very minimum is create some bullets where you could turn those into talking points, where you could share that part of your story. Excuse me. Last but not least, Ramon, before I let you go. Remember, in module 1, I talk about the art and the science behind delivering a message.
Right.
The greatest orators in the history of our business have kept that messaging formula on a loop. And that is, remember, it's making a point, opening up the point, making an example of the point, bringing closure to the point, and then transitioning and pivoting right into the next point. Now, because you're going to make a point, you could easily, when it comes to making an example of the point, you could say, you know what, back in such and such date, I went through a lawsuit. It was very difficult for me to make it through. And then you could just share your experience, because what people really love, they love for you to go to your own pain. People love a comeback story, and they like it when you were able to overcome it, because some of them may be sitting in the same situation that you're sitting in. I can't tell you how many times I share my story about bankruptcy. Somebody was going through financial ruins, and they're like, hey, KTR, let me holler at you for a second. And they pull me to the side and they said, man, your transparency and you just speak so bravely about the situation that you've been through. So you should do the same exact thing, bro. Never be afraid to share the most pain that you've been through in your life, because it acts as a healing tool for somebody else in that audience. As I guarantee you, they're going through something maybe worse than what you're going through.
Okay, I'll do just that. I got it. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime,
All right.
man. Anytime.
Yep. All right.
Okay, everyone. We are approaching the top of the hour, and always my pleasure to be able to help the students on our platform, go through these experiences and help them formulate the messaging, help them go through the processes of what they need to be doing in order to grow their brand in their speaker business. And listen, this is, let me see. Oh, okay. All right. That was just, okay. I got everybody in the chat. I got everybody in the chat and I don't see any more hands up. So remember this as we get ready to bring the group call to a close, unless anybody else has any more questions. Understand that organization is the foundational principle of success. The more organized your speaker business is, the more money you're going to make. The very first thing we teach all of you how to do is organize your messaging, because without that, you simply cannot build your speaker business and take it where it needs to go. Everything you do in your speaking career is going to be wrapped around writing copy. It's going to be wrapped around making sure that your thoughts are organized so that not only can you understand, but the end recipient of your communication. Remember, you have a sender and a receiver of the message. If the receiver does not understand your messaging, it's not their fault. You're the facilitator. You're the speaker. You're the one doing the majority of the talking. So you need to make sure that all throughout your messaging is full of benefit language. I cannot stress this enough, because I do this at a very high level, and I've been doing it at a high level for so long, and I have to work with people that don't understand how to get the messaging at a high level. If you have to stake your career and you have to bet on yourself, you better be betting on that messaging. And if you're not, I don't care if you're an author, if you're writing a book, how are you going to sell books? How are you going to move books if the messaging isn't on point, if people aren't engaged with the story, if it's not well written? A lot of you should really, really be trying to read as many copywriting books as you can. You should look at emails when the copy is well written. You want to know how to be a great copywriter? Just look at the email that we send out every single week. Look at the way the copy's written. Look at the way that it has value for the people that are on our list. What does that do? Create more top of mind awareness. You know what I'm doing? I'm addressing a pain. The only reason why businesses make money is because they solve somebody's problem. That's it. Why am I a member of Amazon Prime? I don't get a dime for this at all. But why do I pay $12.95 every single month? Because I could pretty much order whatever it is that I want. And guess what? I'm spoiled like everybody else. So if it's not under my Prime account will tell me, oh, you're going to get this tomorrow, or you're going to get this in 2 days. Sometimes when I click on stuff and some kind of little bum ass seller is trying to get the product to me, and they're saying it's going to take, oh, you're going to have this by the very next month. Guess what? Maybe I don't want to buy your little raggedy ass product because you don't want to get it to me in the time frame that I want it. You know, the reason why I use Prime is because the whole thing is systematized and it's organized. All I got to do is press a couple of buttons, go to my shopping cart, and boom, I got my stuff. I don't want to have to haggle. I don't want to have to think about it. And this is why you show up for the group call. is because you don't want to have to think about these questions. Think about what you were doing prior to coming on the Speaker Focus platform. Every single person I onboard, the only reason why they want to sign up with Speaker Focus is because they know that we're going to solve their problems. They know that we're going to provide the support that they need. And you should be thinking about the same exact thing to your clients. You should be thinking about, my message needs to be organized. All of my sales tools need to do the talking for me. All my signature programs need to be full of benefit language, speaking directly to the conference coordinator, because believe me, if you don't get on their radar and you don't make it work for them, why would they make it work for you? See, the conference coordinator is the gatekeeper, and they're not going to give you the key to unlock the gate unless you have value to their audience, unless you help them. I'm going to say it a million more. I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it a million more times. For the people that don't understand how this business works, the only reason, if I'm a conference coordinator and I want to hire you and I want to bring you in to have you discuss your signature programs, the only reason why I would want to do that is if you're going to give me some key takeaway strategies, you're going to help my audience achieve their desired outcomes and their learning objectives. So what's in it for me if I'm the conference coordinator? Some of you are exceptionally skilled writers. I love it when I onboard a student and I barely have to touch one word. But some of you, writing is not really your thing. But that's okay. You will learn world-class copywriting skills when you finish with me, because as you just heard Ramon say, Ramon said the last time he saw that much red languaging of what he should be doing to correct himself was when he was back in school. Well, is this what this is? Your ass is in school, and make no mistake about it, class is always in session on the Speaker Focus platform. I'm here to help you like never before. See, over delivering for me, that's just in my nature. But you should be doing the same thing. See, if you don't see me demonstrate it with you, then I don't expect you to demonstrate that to your conference coordinator. And I want to see you win. So whatever you see me doing with you, you see me over delivering, I suggest you start over delivering. You see me talking in detail? Well, I suggest you start talking in detail to the conference coordinator, because if you don't, your ass is going to be sitting home broke with the empty calendar with no bookings in sight. Now, I can't have that. I want more for you. I've done enough struggling and been in broke, begging, and desperation mode enough for us all. This is the reason why me and Austin designed Speaker Focus the way we did. This wasn't an accident. This was very strategic to address the systematic problem we have with a very broken coaching industry. It's full of a lot of what, but they're not trying to give you a lot of how. And then there's a systematic problem with the absolute backwards approach and delusional mindset that these speakers have getting into the speaking game. I know what all of you are thinking. Damn, Kevin, I just didn't know it was that serious. I didn't know that I had to go through this many steps to get to the money. But just like with everything else that you do, there's a process that you have to go through. And these steps, as hard as you believe that they are right now, I can tell you this. I'm not telling you that it's going to be easy. What I am telling you is it's going to be worth it when you get to the end. When you get to module 5 and you got the free organic outreach set up and you got your speaker growth engine, you're attracting now 1, 2 to 5 conference coordinators every day. That's on a low side when you get to the speaker growth engine. So if you got anywhere from 5 to 25 conference coordinators every week, more leads than you have right now, mind you, this is just when your speaker growth engine is just like a bag of microwave popcorn. When it first starts out, it's going to be a pop, real slow. It's not going to be anything real pop, 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 pop. It's not going to be like that. When you get it built and it starts popping, that's what it's going to be. Just like a bag of microwave popcorn. You're going to hear one pop. That's one lead. Pop, pop, pop. That's a couple of these. Pop, 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 pop. Then you're going to have more leads than what you know how to deal with. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Get to the speaker growth engine. But before you do that, you got to build it out the right way first. Remember the movie, The Field of Dreams? What did he say? Son, if you build it, they will come. This is all we're doing on the Speaker Focus platform, which is teaching you how to build an awesome speaker growth engine. You might not be able to see it right now, but you're going to be able to predict with consistency how many leads you're going to get, because we're going to show you how to do it in module number 5. But you got to go through the processes first. Like, you got to act like your life depends on this. My life depends on me getting these signature programs done. See, you may not look at it that way. That's the way I look at it when something needs to get done. If I want to see a really, really big result, I gotta put in some big time. I got to put in some big effort. And that's all I'm asking you to do. I don't see any other hands go up. I mean, any other hands up right now. Oh, Wayne, by the way, Wayne, if you're on here and you're listening, Wayne, I definitely have some feedback for you about designing curriculum or the signature programs to be awarded contracts. I've done enough government contracting, so I'm used to working with local, regional, city, state, federal municipalities. All right, so I have some great advice for you. I'll be talking to you real soon about that. Okay, so Wayne, I got we got your support ticket, and Austin reminded me about it today, and I sent you an email. So please look at the email, and then we will talk about how to develop that into something bigger for you. And anybody else that has, because I'm going to wrap the session unless I see any other hands go up. You have any specific questions about how to grow your speaker business? There may be something that I have not addressed. Take action. If you've done your signature programs and you've already, or if you're waiting for feedback from me, great. When I give you the green light and I tell you that this stuff is official, you need to move on to the next step, right? So, okay, Wayne, I got you. I just saw your message in the chat. I got you. So, all right, yeah, this is about moving on to the next phase. You know, you don't want to let any grass grow under your feet, but this is definitely a process. And I know a lot of you have a lot of distractions, and you know, some of you have had surgeries and you're getting sick, and you got some personal stuff that you're going through, and you had to put the speakerfocus.com, you had to put it on the shelf. You know, some of the activities, that's okay. That's okay. We're not in any competition with anybody except for yourself. Just get the next thing done on the checklist. That's all I want you to do. Send it over to us for some feedback, and then let's move forward, right? We are in it with you. We're not going to abandon you or leave you like some of these other platforms. You know, I hear all kinds of stuff every single day as I'm talking to people. You know, you're not getting support. That doesn't happen on this platform, and you know that. So if you're waiting on some feedback, if you feel like I'm not moving my ass fast enough, let me know. KTR, I got something that I need to get over to the graphic designer. I need it today. Well, let me know that so I can make it a priority. Okay? I don't mind at all. You tell me I'm not moving fast enough. You tell me I'm not delivering service fast enough for you. Let me know. And I gotta move faster. I'll move faster. I gotta make you more of a priority. I'll make it a priority. Especially if you're ready to go to market and start getting some money. I'm not going to be the one to stand in your way. All right. So now, keep in mind that you got to stay organized every step of the way when you're building your speaker business. There's no cutting corners and there's no skipping steps. Finish the checklist in every single module so we can get you in and out of module 5, and we can put your speaker business into the marketplace so you can blow up like everybody else is doing who got the work done. Okay. And the more you think about trying to rush, and the more you think about, oh, I'm going to scale up my speaker business to $1 million for, well, let's crack 100,000 first. Then let's crack 250K. You know how easy it is to do that as a speaker? You just got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. So with that being said, I don't see any other questions. Wait a minute. What we got? Okay, let me see. Wayne, so listening to you. Okay. All right. Cool. Hey, absolutely. Hey, listen, I love it when people give the feedback. I love it when, people share that want to share, that are doing the work, and then you learn from what the experiences that other speakers are going through on the platform. That's really what it's about. Troyer, step in here for me real quick before we wrap the call. Yo, Auston, you there, champ?
Kev?
There he is, Mr. Troyer. How are you, boss?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, we want to just welcome you back from vacation. I just want to know how you feeling, man. I know that you work extremely hard and you just got back on vacation. So, man, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent, man. Yeah, we want to get in the routine, like every quarter, take a week off. It really helps, when you're putting in crazy hours,
Yeah.
every day to actually like refresh, come back way more creative, and you have way better ideas, and you feel more energized and fulfilled. So yeah, I realize how important it is.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I know we get a chance to hang out, not as much obviously as we want to, but we got a chance to go to a lot of great places together. And when you sent me the picture of the oceanfront view that you had, it definitely is almost like I was there. So I'm glad that I'm glad you're back, man. You got a chance to, decompress and everything, and because our students definitely, need your valuable input, man. I appreciate you jumping back in and taking care of those support tickets, and being here for our clients, man. And it just feels good at the growth point that we are right now. We went through, I'm gonna say, we went through a rough patch the last like 3 or 4 months, just because we were like finding new footing. And I'm just glad that it's starting to feel comfortable again. But I know you got something in store for us that's going to make us feel uncomfortable again, because that's the only way we're going to be able to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's something, when it comes down to it, I think that's the path that everyone needs to take every day. It's probably, I think, when you're older and you've done everything you want, then you can start to feel comfortable. But, if you're trying to build, an empire, if you're trying to build wealth, if you're trying to, build $1 billion company, every day should feel uncomfortable, because, that's going towards that pain is what's gonna grow, all areas of life. Like the only way to gain muscle, and the only way to get fit, is to put yourself into extreme pain. Going to the gym and lifting is not fun. It hurts. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Eating healthy food is not fun, but it's what's required.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So look, man, I just wanted to chat with you real quick. Definitely welcome back. And I got some great news with some stuff that I'm working on. It's going to improve the platform. I think you're going to like. I'm going to send you over a couple of ideas over the next couple of days, and we're going to keep doing what we do.
I love it. Sounds good.
Okay, boss. Love you, champ. Glad you're back.
Yep.
Hey, look, everybody, on behalf of the staff at speakerfocus.com, and Auston Troyer, CTO, and Kevin T. Robertson, CEO, this is what we were built to do. We were built to serve speakers who want to do nothing more than to get into the marketplace and to grow their brand. And they want it built the right way. There is a right way and a wrong way to build your speaker business. And the modules, after years of painstaking process that I went through, it will shave off years, that you don't have to go through the same kind of pain that I had to go through. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep turning in your homework assignments. If there's something about the technology that you don't understand, you can always submit a support ticket at support@speakerfocus.com. If you're stuck, which we don't like you to feel like you're stuck on our platform. If it's something you don't understand, perhaps it's not your fault. Maybe it's something in the curriculum that needs to be simplified. Maybe it's something that we're not doing on our end to make your learning experience better. If you send us an email or you share something with us that we're not doing right, that you don't feel like is right, that you don't feel like you're understanding, we're the ones that's designing the curriculum. If you're not understanding it, that's not your fault, that's our fault. And I will help you. I will spend time with you. If I got to spend more time with you individually, you let me know what it is that I have to do. And if I got to show you some more personal attention and send you some more detailed information or send you a video or something, you let me know what needs to happen, because I do not want you stuck. I don't want you sitting over there thinking that there's no answers, because that's not true on this platform. There is an answer to the question within. That is why you made the investment. You let us know what we can do, and we'll fix it for you. Remember, always, if you miss a group call because of time zone differences, we have a global business at Speaker Focus. We're from Toledo, Ohio to the Gold Coast of Australia, and we got to manage all these different time zones. I mean, we got Mountain Time, Pacific Time. I mean, you name it, and we're dealing with it on our platform. So we're growing just like you, but we are. Us and our team, and me and Austin are working very, very diligently every single day to ensure that you have the very best strategies and the very best information about how to grow your speaker business. This is not about one phase of growing your speaker business. It's not just about getting paid. It's not just about organizing the messaging. It's not just about you understanding the technology. It's not about you just having the right kind of sales tools and having a nice, pretty paint job on your Ferrari. It's not just about the look good part. This is about integrity. This is about you delivering service at a very, very high level. It's about you, understanding what your target buyer needs. And our job is to help you get your messaging and package your brand and getting your expertise to the right target buyer who is going to want to pay you to speak at the $5,000+ level. This is what we're here for, and this is why we built Speaker Focus. So again, on behalf of everybody at speakerfocus.com, we really appreciate you logging in and tuning in. Don't forget, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to submit a support ticket. Please, if I am not responding to you fast enough, or you need to get your information to the market, and you need feedback, don't hesitate to, you got my cell phone number and you got my email. We're here to help you keep growing. All right. So I will see you next time, same place next week, answering more questions. And I will be responding to emails tonight with feedback for your homework assignments. Let's just keep building. Let's just keep growing. I love you all. And thank you so much for everything it is that you do to participate and share information, because you truly help our platform grow. I'll talk to you soon.